Hey parents! Welcome to Elite Finance Insights, the place where you manage money for your kids' future the right way. No fluff, no empty promises, just real, actionable tips that'll actually make a difference for your family. Let's go! Join me as I dive into the world of tax deductions and challenge myself to uncover the best tax breaks for parents in 2025. Today, I want to talk about something that's really important for parents' tax deductions. As a parent, you're already juggling a lot of responsibilities, and taxes can be overwhelming. But understanding the right deductions can make a huge difference in your family's finances. In this video, we're going to explore the best tax deductions specifically for parents in 2025. And I promise you that by the end, you'll feel more confident and empowered to take control of your tax situation. I know that as a parent, you're likely no stranger to feeling overwhelmed when it comes to taxes. Between work, family, and everything else on your plate, it's easy to feel like you're drowning in a sea of paperwork and confusing jargon. You might be asking yourself, what deductions can I claim? What receipts do I need to keep? And how do I even know if I'm doing it all right? Trust me, you're not alone. Many parents feel that same anxiety every tax season. Tax season can be stressful, and it's tempting to put everything off until the very last minute. However, taking the time to understand your tax deductions not only reduces your stress, but can also save you thousands of dollars over the long run. Imagine the extra cash you could redirect toward your child's education, extracurricular activities, or even a well-deserved family vacation. So, let's take a deep breath together and jump right into the world of tax deductions for parents. Let's start with one of the most well-known and impactful deductions, the child tax credit. This deduction is a game changer for families. In 2025, it's available for parents with children under the age of 17 and can be worth up to $3,000 per child. What's truly amazing about this credit is that it's refundable, which means that even if you don't owe any taxes, you could still receive a refund. Imagine getting that extra boost every year simply for having a family. To take full advantage of this credit, make sure you have all the necessary paperwork in order, such as birth certificates and social security numbers for your children. Being organized can make the filing process much smoother and stress-free. Now let's talk about education-related deductions and credits. As parents, we all want to give our kids the best possible start in life, and that includes investing in their education. Did you know that there are tax benefits available to help offset the cost of education? For example, the American Opportunity Tax Credit can provide a significant break on tuition fees and required course materials for the first 4 years of college. There's also the Lifetime Learning Credit, which isn't limited to just college expenses. It can apply to a range of educational pursuits. In addition to these credits, many parents can deduct expenses related to school supplies, tutoring, or even certain extracurricular activities if they qualify. By keeping track of these expenses throughout the year, you can ensure you're maximizing your benefits come tax time. Another important area to consider is the dependent care credit. Many parents rely on childcare so they can work or look for work, and this credit is designed to help with those costs. In 2025, the dependent care credit can cover a significant portion of your childcare expenses, whether you're paying for daycare, a nanny, or after-school programs. One key tip is to keep detailed records of all childcare payments, including receipts and the provider's information, as the IRS requires this documentation to verify your claims. Not only does this credit lighten your financial burden, but it also gives you peace of mind knowing that you're not paying more than you need to. Healthcare expenses are another area where parents can see substantial tax savings. With rising healthcare costs, it's more important than ever to take advantage of every available deduction. You may be eligible to deduct a portion of your medical expenses if they exceed a certain percentage of your adjusted gross income. This can include everything from doctor visits and prescription medications to dental and vision care. Additionally, if you're paying for health insurance premiums out of pocket, there might be opportunities to deduct those expenses as well. Again, the key here is to stay organized, maintain a dedicated file for all medical receipts and bills, and consider using a digital app to track these expenses throughout the year. Let's not forget about some lesser-known deductions that can also benefit parents. For instance, if you're a working parent who uses part of your home exclusively as an office to manage household finances, you might be eligible for a home office deduction. This deduction isn't just for freelancers or entrepreneurs. It can apply to anyone who has a dedicated space for work-related tasks. Even if you only use this space a few hours a day, it's worth exploring whether you qualify for this deduction, as it can lower your taxable income significantly. Now, I want to share a few practical tips for making the most of these tax deductions. First and foremost, organization is key. Throughout the year, set aside time each month to sort through receipts, bills, and financial statements. There are plenty of apps available that can help you digitize and categorize your documents, making tax season a lot less daunting. Second, consider consulting with a tax professional who specializes in working with families. They can provide personalized advice and ensure you're not missing out on any deductions or credits that you're eligible for. And finally, don't be afraid to educate yourself. The more you understand about how tax deductions work, the better equipped you'll be to make smart financial decisions for your family. It's also important to keep in mind that tax laws can change, and staying informed about any updates is crucial. In 2025, several new tax policies might come into effect that could impact your eligibility for certain deductions. Make it a habit to check reliable sources such as the IRS website or reputable financial news outlets for the latest information. This proactive approach will help you adapt to changes quickly and ensure that you're always taking full advantage of the available tax benefits. Before we wrap up, let's review what we've covered today. We started by acknowledging the challenges parents face during tax season and the overwhelming nature of juggling work, family, and financial paperwork. We then explored a variety of tax deductions that can make a real difference in your family's finances. From the child tax credit, which offers up to $3,000 per child, to education credits like the American Opportunity Tax Credit and the Lifetime Learning Credit, there are numerous ways to save. We also looked at the dependent care credit for childcare expenses, healthcare deductions for medical expenses and insurance premiums, and even the potential home office deduction for those who work from home. The bottom line is that by understanding and utilizing these tax deductions, you're not only reducing your tax burden but also setting your family up for greater financial stability. It's all about taking a proactive approach, staying organized, keeping informed, and making smart decisions that benefit your household both now and in the future. Before you go, remember that being proactive with your taxes can open up new opportunities for financial growth. Taking the time now to understand every deduction can save you headaches and dollars in the future. Consider setting up a dedicated folder or digital file where you can keep all your receipts and important documents throughout the year. It's these small, consistent actions that build the foundation for a stress-free tax season. Stay curious, keep learning, and make tax time a time of empowerment rather than anxiety.